Often Racing. One of the first to get going between horses, Celebrity Angel. Also from the inside, jumping quickly is Blatant Violation. My Danny Boy's going to have to really work to try and burn across and head them. He's going to push on though. My Danny Boy, Celebrity Angel's got him out there working. Himazoo was up there third. Blatant Violation running fourth. Bassett Hound's gone right back to second last. Up there better than midfield when they get going. Over on the inside is Tedeschi. It's also got the company of Paris Treaty. A length and a half away, then came Philomena, caught out wide. Lady Mayflower next on the rail. They're followed further back by Elite Enough as they come to the home corner. Bassett Hound is still well off them, 7 or 8 lengths, and coming around them via the Cape at the top of the home straight. Last of all, the Bogon Tap, balancing for the run home. Celebrity Angel led by a length. Look at Bassett Hound though from back in the field, sprouting wings. Bassett Hound gave them windburn, gave them blisters, and is going to give them a good old shellacking. Oh, this is coming away with an impressive win. He's run right up to the regard they hold of him, Bassett Hound. Bassett Hound put them away and destroyed My Danny Boy. Over on the inside, getting up for third, maybe Lady Mayflower, and then deeper out is Elite Enough, Philomena, Himazoo, then Tedeschi. Celebrity Angel dropped right out. Further back in the field, then Paris Treaty, Blatant Violation with those, and amongst the last of them in is the Bogon Tap. Bassett Hound. Pat Carberry, confident ride, had the horse right back, took off around them deep, gave him plenty of room, and with some time to think maybe after that initial campaign, he's come back and started to really fulfill that potential that Mitch Pateman has had of him for a long time, since day one. My Danny Boy, no match. Lady Mayflower third home at a bit of odds. Good tussle for fourth. That'll go the way of Tedeschi. 2, 3, 12 and 4, the official numbers after the running of the Glenroy Chaff. Well, it was a one-act affair, and Bassett Hound, after being placed a couple of times, he's been a beaten favourite twice, but today was certainly his best performance, a benchmark run at this early stage of his career. Owned by Peter Walsh, also Chris Coucher from Telly Medvet, and SC Coucher, T. Notley, the Prince of Plumbers, Andrew Walker, GJ Hunter, and also Mitch Pateman and Pat Carberry there in the saddle. My Danny Boy second, the Playing God 3-year-old from Runs to Paradise for Erin and Bernie Stevens, trained by Tiana Noski, ridden by Jared Noski. Did have to do some work, but was no match at all for Bassett Hound. And in third place, number 12, Lady Mayflower. She's a Playing God mare, trained by Dean Skipworth, ridden by Steve Parnham. 2, 3, 12, 4, 4 lengths, 2 1/4. The most impressive win of the day, and the time's 1:05:08, 35:12. The sectional. No problem giving My Danny Boy a head start today, and in turn a decent old beating as well. Race 5, the Bisley Workwear Maiden, 1500, 2 Token King and 12 Shimmery Star. Both come out there. They'll jump at 3:53. And that was the horse today that Mitch Pateman has always felt had the ability to do that and then go on with it to maybe bigger and better things.
Spot on, Darren. It was the real Bassett Hound at the races finally, and start number 4 as winning trainer Mitch Pateman joins me now. Mitch, in terms of feelings after training a winner, how does this compare with plenty of your previous winners? Is it just an overwhelming feeling of relief now?
Yeah, it's just relief. I've obviously boomed him up to be bigger than Ben Hur and had egg on me face after his second and third start. So, yeah, no, great result. He's promised a lot, and obviously he should have won his first start in a race, and then second and third up, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like the way he let down today, he wins either of those 2 starts. So maybe he just needed that little bit of a freshen up, and he's come back good.
Did you ever lose faith?
Nah, you don't work the way he was working. Like he sat 4 or 5 lengths off Lord Shiva the other day. He's seriously quick and gathered him in. And I went, oh, yeah, he's just got a click. And yeah, I had my concerns today, the way the track was playing. I went, oh, here he goes, another hard luck story. But yeah, good horses overcome bad patterns.
Knowing how sharp he is, not only here this afternoon, but in his work, do you feel he's best suited at these short courses at this stage of his career?
I would say no. I think he'll get a mile, but he was just a little bit keen again today. I know he didn't trial, but he was still that bit fresh early. Hopefully the run under his belt knocks that out of him, because we're sort of hoping to get him to a Raconteur and Belmont Guineas. But yeah, it'll just be dependent on how his manners go and what Pat thinks. Obviously got to give big thanks to Pat. He's done a stack of work. He's worked this horse near on every day for 3-4 preps, so he's done a great job with him, and yeah, good to see him get a result.
Now, I was watching you sit down in the grandstand, and I don't think I've ever seen an earlier crow. At the 300 you were off your seat, and at the 200 you'd already turned around and you were high-fiving the owners.
Yeah, I get a lot of pressure from walks and couch, so when he let rip, it was a bit of I told you. But no, it's just, yeah, it was good. Once he let down the way he did, I knew he'd run through the line. He's starting to put it all together. I'm
sure a satisfying result to be training a winner for Peter Walsh in the famous Amelia Park colours as well. Yeah, definitely. I've obviously told Walshy since day one he's well above average, and it was actually Walshy after his last start said just give him a break, and yeah, we tipped him out for 3 or 4 weeks. They do a great job with him down there, and he come back in good order, and yeah, he's finally starting to show what he's always shown us. I think he believes you now. Well done. Yeah, cheers, mate. There's Mitch Pateman after the win of Bassett Hound. An outstanding performance, as Darren said, Scotty, win of the day, and hopefully the start of what could be a big day for the Mitch Pateman yard, with Lord Cheever going around in the last is your best of the day. Exactly right. Hopefully it's a double for the stable here, but he's also brought 4 horses to the race of Mitch Pateman, and they've all got their fair share of ability. Paddy Carberry's going to weigh in, and then we'll get a word from him after the first of what looks to be many victories of the future for Bassett Hound. He was purchased at the Perth Magic Millions sale, passed in fact he was, for $70,000 with a reserve of 80. Well, looks like it's going to work out in their favour. Paddy Carberry joins us now. Paddy, as Mitch was saying, a horse that you've done a lot of work on behind the scene. It's good to get a bit of reward.
Very satisfying to ride horses since they were yearlings and sort of get through to here and get a result. He's obviously promised a lot, and he's still very raw and immature. In the run, it was, the further we went, the worse it was getting. He was over travelling a bit, but horses would come back in his grill and that, and I just went, oh, well, we're going, and he covered him easier than I expected to, and yeah, he's still very raw, but after his little break that he's had, he seems to have come back a bit more mature. He's still got a way to go, but he just handles things a lot better than what he did. So once his brain catches up with his ability, that's what we've got to be patient with, but once his brain catches up with his ability, he's going to be a good horse, I think. And it looks as though, as you step him up in grade, the faster they go, the better it'll be for him, and maybe that'll just help him settle a little bit better. Yeah, we always say that about horses, that, when they get up in better grade, they generally go a bit more genuine tempo, and generally there's better horses in it to follow. But, yeah, I think he probably, last start before he went for a break, we dug him out, and he over-travelled, but he got cover 3 wide, but he thought that was what was the plan today. And obviously having only a small break and not having a trial, he had a bit of nervous energy going on, but that'll smarten him up a bit mentally and physically, and yeah, looking forward to what the future holds. Yeah, as long as the trainer doesn't get too carried away, we'll be right. Excited times, well done. Cheers. There's Pat Carberry. I think that will be Paddy's job moving forward, just keeping the trainer under wraps. But great to see Mitch get a result for the Amelia Park team with a very, very progressive 3-year-old in Bassett Hound to break maiden status in race 4 here at Ascot.